So let's think about animating everything together. So first things first, I'm going to prepare the space for animation. So clean scene, its project is set back where we were working before. So I can go File, Save Scene As, Animation. There we go. And so I need the game level in there. So I'm right clicking in the outliner where it says reference, create reference. And I'm going to get the actual level and bring it in. And that's a reference. So although we had that level set up with 6 pressed for textures like that, this is not that scene. What we've done is borrowed that into this scene, and so we've got to set our own sort of display preferences for this scene with this borrowed into it. And we can also right click and go reference, create reference, and find our posed character, bug pose, and reference him in. And there we go. So now we can get rid of that ground plane, and then we can add anything in that we need for this particular scene. So if we get him to drop the sword, because we're going to get him to pick up the sword. Do that so he dropped the sword. So now we can position the sword on that locator, the other locator there. And we can go right, we're going to go and pick up the sword and celebrate our swordly picking upiness. Right, okay. So at the moment, he's got no sky, so I'm going to put a sky in there and go box. And I'm going to make it bigger, whereas at the moment it's height of 1 unit, which is a centimetre. The whole thing here is way too small, really. So if we make that 100, that's still a bit small, isn't it? Let's make it 500. There we go, cool, big box. And so with it selected, we go mesh display and go reverse the normals. And I'm also going to go mesh. That will come out and just pick it up like that. Go mesh, smooth, and give it divisions of 2, 3. Let's put 3. There we go, cool. So that's our smooth cube. It's still got cubed UVs on it, so if we have a look at the UV editor, that's its UVs at the moment, so we want to change that. So we'll come out, we'll go in the front view, we'll go face, all those, stop selection on, go UV planar, best plane, apply, that's fine, we'll do that. And then we'll get all these ones, and go best plane, apply, and close. So now if we just quickly dob over to the UV editing view, we've got 2 UV shells, which essentially circle, get those, and go, unfold. There we go. Then just scale them down so they fit roughly in there, and sort them out so they kind of sit in the middle, line up a bit. So is that only the same sort of unwrapping as we've done before? Okay, do that, move them both down a bit, just so they sit in the middle of the map, and I'm doing that because I've got a texture to put on them. Go back to general, and we can go back to the perspective view. Just go object mode. There we go. Assignment material. We go down to the bottom. New material. We go arm shader, standard surface, color. File, and I've got I've got a sky one, clear night, there we go, that one. Now I went and raided a HDRI map from the internet and then made this with it in Photoshop, and basically it was a horizontal thing. I stapled the top to the bottom and doubled it up and turned it into a square and then did radial blur, and that's, you know, it's really quick. And so I quickly built that one up, and so we've got that now. At the moment, with the narrative lighting that we've got in here, it's not going to show up very much. If we go show render animate, so we've got the local lighting, but that sky doesn't show up in the background at all. But I don't want to put a big light in it, so what I can do now is I can just go to the hypershade where that texture is, and it's not got a name, I don't believe. So if I go there, let's go to the attribute editor. Oh right, I must kill that guy's history. So send surface 1, we're going to call it sky. And that's cool. I'll do that. Bring it back. And so now I've got one called sky. There we go. I just need to map one then. So there's the clear light 2K. And so what I'm going to do is I do not want it to be shiny, so I'm going to put its roughness up totally there. And I'm going to go to emission, and I'm going to middle mouse click the clear night map. I'm going to drag it in to there. Oop. Seeing it? Oh, don't want the alpha out. Okay, put it into its colour. Don't want the colour. There we go. Colour goes into emission colour, that's great. But it doesn't do anything at the moment because emission colour is set to 0, so if we do that, I'm going to put it to about 6. And then we should, if we now go render on, you can now see that. So it's, the emission bit of it just means it's self-illuminating. So excellent. He said taking a sip of coffee. So we've got that, and also he wants to pick up a sword, so he wants to get his sword from somewhere. Bring this back into viewport. So I'm going to get, as usual, another box. And here I'm going to get arm, scale it up a bit, and I'm going to go mesh. I'm going to go smooth. I'll smooth it 2 times. I'm going to apply, so I've got the dome. I'm almost literally going to do exactly what I did with the sky here. I'm going to just move it up. And I'm going to go F. And let's wireframe that. There we go. That's not a great view. Yeah, everything else is going to be hammered up. There we go, cool. And so if I go, yeah, let's go vertex. Get these guys and then scale them flat. I'll tuck them underneath. Oops. Tuck them underneath. And then I want a bit of a crease round here. Control, Q to select, get these guys. Go R. I'm doing that. Move it right, okay. So now if I go object mode and go 3, you've got that domey kind of thing there. It's a bit small, so we're going to go R, and then I just want to randomise it as a rock. It's a bit big. Alright, go vertex. Hit B to put soft selection on. Hold B down. Make it most of the rock. I'm going to W to get round, flatten it there. Make it the dome slightly more asymmetrical. So clicking off that. Something like that. Make it a bit more like a Brave transforms, delete my type history, and I'm going to map it. So in here I'm just going to go show, isolate, select, so we're just looking at that. Focus on it. Let's unsmooth it for a second, go face. Switch soft select off. Get those ones. And then just go under that edge there, so shift greater than, that should be good, and then go UV, planar, and that best plane. You can just take the rotations out and see what we get. Oh, that way up. If we rotate on the Y, 100 degrees. Oh, not on the Y then. On the X. That'll do, there you go. And so if we just go into UV editing, that's that thing, and we can just unfold it. So that's the top. And then that and that one. Let's just reproject that so UV, planar, that, unfold. That's the bottom of the rock. So either of these will go something like that. And do it that way. There we go. So that's now unwrapped, which is lovely. Go back into general. Flip off isolate for that one. Object mode. Assign existing material. Let's just put the checks on it. Actually, there we go. Lovely. There we go. 3. That's me rock. Admittedly, it's of a similar texture aesthetic to the rest of the level. I'm going to stick it over here and spin it around a little bit. I'm going to stick the sword in that, and then he's going to sword in the stone style, pull the sword out of the rock thing. Stick that over there. Get the locator that the sword is currently following. Turn it over that way. We want to get it so our guy can grab it and stick it in. And then I'm going to hide the end of it by reducing the length of the sword by going sword deployment. More target that we set up before. So right, now I, when animating, do not want to walk in all the way over to the stone, so I'm going to do that. I don't want the stone to look like it's a standalone prop. So I'm going to go Control D and get another one. Stick it up here somewhere. In fact, that whole second level is a bit high. I think the camera positions it's going to get in the way, so I'm going to go actual level 1, level 2, level 1, that one, W. Bring that away down so it doesn't get in the way of the camera. I get that one. And then go Control D. Make another one. Move it across a bit. What does that look like? I'm quickly making props. And then, oops, that one. Over there somewhere. And maybe Control D. Another one behind him. Just sort of like fill the space out a little bit. So that's kind of chucking some gubbins in. But I mean, the main point is so that we know that he can step forward and grab the sword some sort. And he's He's a bit dozy, so I'm going to pick him up. Move him across. Now it's quite annoying selecting anything but his controllers. So we can do bits and pieces. Like just see what's actually in here. So viewport, we're showing everything. So we're going none. We go show in the viewport. We only want to see his NURBS curves and the polygons. There we go. So we've got that. If we get the gain levels, I'm going to shift and select that one, and then so these are in the outline. These ones, that's the sky, and these are the rocks. Right, and then I'm going to make a new layer, and we'll go call it Enviro. Save. There we go. Now I can click that into a reference, and now his body I can't get hold of. There are no joints to see, but I can get his controllers. So now the only thing I can select, if I can get to them, are the controllers, and so that's pretty much sorted out. And so he's ready to rock. So I'm going to go File, Save Scene, and so that's animation is saved, and so that's sort of like animation prep. And so now I can go Save Scene as, just in case I completely screw up the actual animation. And got actual animation, and so the animation bit there is just me prepping the level. Right, and that's it. And so I've prepped the level, I've saved it. So now on the next one we're going to animate it. So there you go, prepped for animation. Woohoo!